Welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. My name is Avian Savage, and check it out. Today we have the Dungeons & Dragons Art and Arcana, a visual history coffee table book. You're like, whoa, wait a minute, Avian, don't you do toy reviews? I mean, seriously, we don't like books. I love books. I happen to see this one on eBay. I have been following it, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it because I want to see all this amazing art that these artists have done over the years, because you know what? These art books inspire toys. You knew I was going to do this and make it a toy review. That's right, our friends over at Super7 put this bad boy on the webpage, and I said, you know what? I knew they were going to come up with another figure. Now, this is for the San Diego convention, and again, it was limited, and luckily that they wound up actually having this on the website. I am so happy. Now, there was a limit of 2 to this. I only got 1, because that's all I need. But there it is. Check it out. Just came in the mail. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so excited. Actually, it didn't just come in the mail. I had it for a few days, but while I was thinking about things, I said, wait a minute, this looks kind of familiar. Why have I seen this before? And again, I've been following this on eBay. I've been like, I want this book so bad. I really don't know a lot about Dungeons & Dragons. And you guys can say shame on me, but you know what? When I was a kid, way back in the 80s, this was like the forbidden fruit. I remember reading in my college. I remember reading when I was a kid about Dungeons & Dragons. You know, just like, ooh, Dungeons & Dragons, exploring. You know, going through all these different, these different dungeons, and having wizards and all the whole 9 yards. And I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Now, wouldn't you know, coming from the family I came from, that was a bad no-no. And again, it was like, it was worshiping bad things, and, but I was like, no, it's not. It's a game. But again, 40 years later, but check this out. This is so cool. Super7 says this is it didn't say your first step on a road to adventure. This figure helps you imagine. As you whirl around your sword, ready, and huge red fire-breathing dragon swoops towards you with a roar. See, your imagination woke up already. Now imagine this figure will probably be more fun than any other figure you've ever collected. Roleplay for the first ever time. Roleplay as the formidable fighter from the 1983 red box with this 3 3/4 inch scale figure from Super7 Reaction Line. I totally botched that, didn't I? Adventure! Now this fighter is in the action figure form. He's free to take on new adventures that you can imagine. Ideal for one or more beginning to intermediate collector ages 14 and up. So this is pretty awesome. Love this. Whoever came up with the box art on this, pretty awesome. So I'm going to do some heavy reading, checking out this stuff. Again, it was like something I enjoyed as a kid. Well, at least, learning about. I loved, about adventure and knights and dragons. But apparently back in the 80s, that was a no-no. Anyway, so we're going to open this up. Thank you guys for tuning in. I so appreciate it. Now, just to let you know that the alien figure has not been claimed yet. So we have approximately, take a look at my watch here. It is 7:25. I'm going to give it till 9 o'clock. If our first person that I picked their name did not claim it by 9 o'clock, then I'm going to redraw and I will do another video. Again, I've got 19 people going, please, please, please. And that's good to know, Like, they're like, hey, I thought I won. And then they're like, I didn't win. Well, we don't know yet. Again, we'll give it till 9 o'clock. And like I said, that's how it is. I do it's like 24 hours once I draw the name. And then again, that person's got to claim it, because that's what it should be. Now, I'm having a difficult time opening up the box. No, I got it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes, check it out. This is wicked cool. I am just so excited. It's an unpunched card, but you know what's going to happen. There it is. I'm going to be zip, 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 opening them up for that, because you know I'm going to be putting it in with the rest of my characters. So this is wicked cool. And again, I just want to say thank you guys for checking out the Facebook page, checking out the Instagram, checking out the eBay page. And again, the more, you know, like I said, the stuff I sell, I recycle and I put it back into cool visual stuff like this, because I'm not sponsored. I sponsor myself. And again, I want to say hello to my Dark Cosmic Universe family, my Cosmic Commanders, and everyone else who's in charge out there in the deep cosmos. So we are going to bend time and space by putting toys and books together, as they should be. So yeah, I'm going to be like totally reading this and looking into it. It's going to be hours of reading and, you know, looking into it and really, you know, enjoying the, you know, the years and the creation and the creativity that people did for, you know, 40 plus years. And again, you know, I'm excited that Dungeons and Dragons is getting a getting a time in the studios, or, you know, time here on YouTube. And again, there's also been people that, you know, they've been fan favorites of this for a lot of time. So they're like, where have you been, man? We've been here for like 40 years. And again, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm starting to, you know, just kind of diving into kind of like what I missed out in my childhood. But again, you know, I don't blame the parents for what they did. You know, they did what they did. That was the time. But again, 40 years later, you can make your own decision. So anyway, so yes, pretty excited about that. Pretty excited about this figure. You know, the funny thing is, I remember seeing this art, and again, the backer cards here are wicked cool, really awesome. There is the UPC, and again, I'm going to put that right here in the box. You know, I might actually just keep like this box and then put all my cards in here, but got to open up the figure because that's what we're all about. And again, you know, to see this, and here's the formidable fighter in his glory. Again, when I saw this, I actually thought it was the other character from Dungeons and Dragons, and it's Warduke, but it's not. You know, again, it was like, you know, I'm a kid, and, you know, I said, oh, I know who that is. No, you don't. So we're going to open this up and check it out. So yes, you're going to get my first impressions, and thus far, they're pretty cool. I really hope, Super7, if you guys are listening, you're watching my video here, and you're seeing me for the first time, you know, opening up some of your stuff. Well, you know, I got some other stuff from you guys too. I am so excited about this, and I think there's a whole bunch of fans who are totally going to love this figure. And here it is. All right, so I'm looking from the back, and it looks like the fighter over here, as you can see in the back here, positioned over here, he's got his shield on this side. And again, you can do it if you don't want that. That's the great thing about imagination. He doesn't have to have it on here, but the shield is wicked cool. Again, this is like 3 3/4 inch figure. And then we're going to put his sword in here. And you know he's going to go with the rest of my D&D figures. I've got those all set to go. This is really cool. Check it out. Here's a close-up of the figure. Again, it's 5 points of articulation. So legs, arms, and I'm not going to do much, you know, with the articulation, because I like my characters as perfect as possible. My figures, I don't play with them a lot. I'll display them, except when I do my stuff on Instagram. That's kind of different. So here he is in all his full glory. And again, I never knew that this is what he looked like on the outside. That's why I gotta read this. You know, I gotta go check out the book here, because I bet you it goes into some explanation, or, you know, who this character is. So yes. Anyway, yeah, so I'm pretty excited, pretty, you know, stoked about this figure. And I'm just going to put this up here in the background. And here's the figure. Sorry, I took it away, everyone. But really cool. It's got the sword. And again, they probably had to, like, really think about how they're going to recreate this figure. Now, do I have a red dragon? I don't think so. I might somewhere. I just don't know where. but really, really wicked cool. And again, I remember seeing this when they did prototypes, and I was like, oh, please make this figure, you know, or actually I didn't really know what this figure went to. So here are the rest of my Dungeons and Dragons figures, and again, you know how I display them here. You know, I put them in that, I think it's the Ozark fishing box, because it fits them really well. At least I think so. Again, this is from my own personal, this is my own personal way of doing that. And again, if you haven't checked out the video where all these characters came from, I did a couple reviews here and there, and now we're going to add the Formula Fighter. He apparently, maybe he has a name, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. Does he have to have a name? No, not really. Again, that's all about what imagination is, and I'm excited about it. So Super7, thank you guys so much. Would I recommend this? Of course I would. Sorry about that. Little we had some visual lighting issues. I stepped on the thing by accident. But I'm gonna get the camera. I'm gonna get the tablet back here. Check it out. Goes really cool with the rest of the figures here in my case. I am so excited to have this. You know, and again, he's gonna look really, really cool. And again, we have another Super7 reaction figure. Now, of course, I got this guy. He's looking back here, so you can't really see him. But again, a lot of the figures that were produced were the cover arts to a lot of the books. And for me, again, it's more Dungeons and Dragons goodness. Now, the one in here, if you're like, hey, what's this one? I did a custom made. I put a figure together that would go with it really, really well, and that's exactly what I did. And I used my imagination. And again, these characters are going to all go together really, really well. The collection is starting to look really good. At least I think so. In my humble opinion, of course. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to be a quick video. Guys, do you guys and ladies, the men and women out there, or, you know, and I know there are some kids watching this video because they're like, yeah, man, I know I've seen these videos. I've seen these toys. I want these toys. Mom, Dad, give me the toys. Because I saw it on Avian Sauvage's, well, YouTube. What's that, Instagram there? But yes, so here's the Formula Fighter. Do you have any of these figures that I have in my case here? Do you have Dungeons and Dragons figures that I don't have, which is a possibility? What's going on with my lights over here? I think I'm stepping on the cord. I gotta figure that out. So yeah, absolutely. You know, like I said, do you have any of these figures that I have here? If so, write it in the comment box. All right, everyone. My name is Avian Sauvage. This is the Dark Cosmic Universe. Stay cosmically insane, my dark cosmic family and friends.